Assalamualaikum. What are you guys doing?
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now we are watching a video that explains the impact of WAQF that delayed the achievement of sustainable development goals, especially in Muslim countries. So together with me now, both of my friends, Fadil and Ellen. So let us, Ellen, what are you want to know more detail about this topic, Ellen?
I'm really curious about the issues that delayed sustainable development goals in Muslim countries. That makes me want to know more about that particular topics.
So you want to know about the issue lah? Focusing on issue.
How about you, Fadil?
For me, I want to know about the strategic solution that can be made to improve the WAQF effectiveness. Don't you want to join with us for watching this video?
Sure.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Fadil. My number matrix is BG2311054. Today I want to tell the impact of WAQF issues that delays the achievement of sustainable development goals in Muslim countries. Firstly, we need to know what is WAQF, and we will tell about the WAQF issues and the impact, and also we will tell about how do we propose the strategic solution to make the WAQF is more effectiveness. First, WAQF. WAQF is an Islamic charitable practice where assets or property are dedicated for the purpose of charity in the path of Allah and to obtain Allah's pleasure. The main feature of WAQF is that the asset can be sold, transferred, or inherited, and its benefit continue to serve the community over time. WAQF plays an important role in supporting areas such as education, healthcare, infrastructure, and religious institutions. WAQF is also aligned with some of the Sustainable Development Goals, which are global objectives that aims to address social, economic, and environmental issues. Now we will learn about the issues in the WAQF, the impact and the proper strategic solution to improve WAQF effectiveness. After this, my friend will present more about what is the issues in the WAQF, and you will continue to me back for the presentation about the proposed strategic solution to make WAQF more effectiveness.
There is three key issues in WAQF management and implementation. One of them is the lack of legal recognition and protection for unregistered WAQF land, which prevent the effective administration and management of this asset. WAQF land that is not recognized as a legal entity face high risk of encroachment and illegal possession, making it difficult to preserve it for its intent religious and charitable purpose. In addition, weakness in the legal system causes uncertainty in property rights, which has potential to trigger the legal disputes and conflict among the gifter of WAQF recipients and the authorities. The absence of an effective monitoring is also cause the misuse and leakage of the benefit of the WAQF. Therefore, comprehensive legal reform is essential to ensure the protection of WAQF rights, increase transparency in WAQF administration, and strengthen the effectiveness of the management of this asset. The strengthening of the legal policy needs to be accompanied by digitization efforts such as in registration of WAQF land and also monitoring the WAQF land. This way is to reduce the high risk of abuse and to ensure the more systematic management of WAQF.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Alan Zikri bin Patrick. My matrix number BG2311046. Today I wanted to discuss an important issue affecting WAQF management in Malaysia. The second issue, the fragmented and outdated legal framework. As highlighted by Muhammad Isa Abdul Jalil in 2020, the current challenges. The legal landscape surrounding WAQF is complex and often problematic. The Malaysian legal system combines both civil and Sharia laws, which creates significant challenges, especially concerning land rights. This duality often leads to jurisdictional conflicts between Sharia and civil courts, particularly in managing WAQF land. For instance, many states' legislation lack clear guidelines on WAQF, resulting in cumbersome procedures that complicate land transaction. Impact of legal disputes. What's the impact? According to Abdul Majid and Said in 2014, numerous WAQF-related legal disputes remain unresolved in civil courts. This backlog not only causes delays but also creates uncertainty in WAQF administration. This reliance on outdated legal frameworks fails to address the current needs of WAQF practice, making it challenging for WAQF organization to operate effectively. So this maze of legal uncertainties erodes public trust and confidence in WAQF management. So, what are the consequences for WAQF project? So, as a consequences, potential waqif or donors may be discouraged from supporting WAQF projects, which ultimately limits funding for vital welfare and community development initiatives. So what we can do? First thing is to address these challenges. It's essential for officials to revise the legislative framework governing WAQF. By providing clear guidelines and support, we can ensure that WAQF management evolves to meet the needs of modern society. And second is about the I want to discuss about the third issue, the lack of specific and robust legal framework. Effective WAQF management is crucial for maximizing the impact of this charitable asset. However, in many cases, the legal systems governing WAQF are outdated and inadequately enforced. This leads to significant challenges in defining the rights and obligations of WAQF administrator and beneficiaries. As a result, we often see poor asset management and inability to meet community needs. What we urgently need is a specific legal framework that upholds Islamic values while providing clear guidelines for WAQF management, such as a framework would clarify practical procedures and ensure that all stakeholders understand their roles and responsibility. Clear legal guidelines will enhance the operational effectiveness of WAQF institutions and boost public confidence in their management. When people trust that their contributions will be handled responsibly, they are more likely to invest in WAQF initiatives. Moreover, a strong legal framework would facilitate collaboration among various stakeholders, whether they are government bodies, NGOs, or maybe community organizations, which is essential for effective WAQF management. Additionally, this framework should include provisions for regular audits and accountability measures, ensuring that resources are allocated wisely and that services are delivered efficiently is vital for maintaining trust and maximizing impact in community welfare and healthcare services. In conclusion, addressing the lack of a robust legal framework is essential for empowering WAQF institutions to operate effectively. By resolving these legal issues, we can enhance their ability to serve communities and make a meaningful difference in people's lives. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad bin Ishaq with matrix number BG23110139. So today I will explain about my part, legal and administrative issues surrounding WAQF management that hinders its ability to contribute to SDG, particularly in education, healthcare, and poverty eradication. My point is unregistered WAQF land. Unregistered WAQF land often faces challenges in usage and development because it lacks legal protection. In many cases, fortunately, land donated as WAQF does not have official document proving its status, making it difficult to use for social purpose like building schools, hospitals, or welfare centers. Take for example, a piece of land in a Muslim country was donated as WAQF to build a hospital that provides free healthcare for the poor. However, since the land was not officially registered as WAQF under the country's legal system, the management itself could not get approval for development. As a result, the land remained unused for many years, even though the community urgently needed healthcare services. If the land had been registered and legally recognized, it could have been used to secure funding through partnerships with healthcare institutions or charities, allowing the hospital to be built and operated normally. Okay, move to the second point is ownership disputes over WAQF properties. WAQF ownership issues often lead to disputes among stakeholders, such as the donor's family members, WAQF administrators, and local authorities. When the ownership is unclear or poorly managed, planned development projects using WAQF assets may be delayed due to long court cases and conflict over management rights. For example, a family donated a piece of land as WAQF to building housing for the poor. However, after a few years, the donors claimed they still had rights over the land, arguing that the original WAQF document was invalid or improperly registered. The case was taken to court and legal proceedings took years to resolve. Meanwhile, the planned housing project could not be built, and the poor community that was supposed to benefit continued to struggle. If there were a clearer and stronger WAQF registration system, such disputes could be avoided and WAQF assets could be used more effectively. For the third point is inability to use WAQF asset as collateral. One of the biggest challenges in WAQF management is that WAQF assets cannot be used as collateral to obtain loans or financing for community development. This prevents investments, social projects that could help the poor. Without access to funding, WAQF administrators struggle to develop WAQF assets and maximize their impact on society. Taking for a general example, a WAQF organization wanted to build a community center on WAQF land in a strategic urban area. This center aimed to provide skills training and education programs for the unemployed youth. However, the construction costs were too high, and the WAQF organization did not have enough funds. They tried to get a loan from a bank, but their request was denied because under existing laws, WAQF land could not be used as collateral. As a result, the project could not proceed, and the youth who could have benefited from the community center remained without access to education and job opportunities. If legal systems allowed WAQF to be used as a funding source with proper mechanisms, more development projects could be implemented for the benefit of society. So one of WAQF factors that hinder progress toward achieving SDGs is low awareness about WAQF. Studies reveal that confusion among Muslims about the difference between WAQF and regular donation has led to a lack of public awareness. This directly affects the establishment and sustainability of WAQF-funded educational institutions, which are crucial for promoting quality education. SDG 4, for instance, reduced support for WAQF project limits opportunities to enhance access to quality education.
Next is insufficient funding for WAQF project. Funding shortage are another major factor that hinder the achievement of SDG. Many planned WAQF projects fail to materialize due to financial constraints, limiting the potential of WAQF asset to generate income that could help reduce poverty. This lack of funding also restricts the development of infrastructure and other initiatives that could benefit underprivileged communities. Last is mismanagement and underutilization of WAQF asset. Inefficient management of WAQF properties has led to many assets being underutilized. This prevents them from supporting healthcare initiatives. For example, neglected WAQF properties result in missed opportunities to improve healthcare services for communities in need. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Izzuddin bin Saiful Lizan. My matrix number is BG231100340. Now, I will present about the WAQF issue that hinder the achievement of SDG 3, which is good health and well-being. First, inadequate healthcare access. Limited access to WAQF-funded healthcare, particularly among low-income communities, was exacerbated during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many individuals cannot afford even basic medical care, leading to preventable illness worsening, which ultimately result in death. This highlights the urgent need for effective WAQF system intervention to address healthcare inequality and expand access to essential services. Next is weaknesses in WAQF management, which is lack of accountability and transparency. Transparency and weak accountability in WAQF management result in inefficient resources distribution. Funds are often mismanaged or not allocated to their intended purposes, undermining public trust in WAQF institution. Introducing technology-based management system could improve transparency, and ensure resources are used effectively. Other than that is ineffective resources allocation of WAQF fund. WAQF resources are often not direct toward critical priorities like healthcare. This mismanagement limits their potential to support sustainable development goals. By adopting strategies, planning, and hybrid WAQF models, resources can be allocated more efficiently to strengthen healthcare system and advance SDG 3.
Hi, now you continue with me. For the strategic solution to improve the WAQF effectiveness, first, prioritize the principle of good governance management in WAQF. Good governance involves principles like transparency, accountability, responsibility, and freedom and justice. This principle ensures clear information on how WAQF assets are managed, all stakeholders accountable for their actions, guarantee that WAQF is used for its intended charitable purpose, and empower communities while ensuring fairness. By adhering to this principle, we not only ensure the ethical and efficient management of WAQF, but also build public trust, which is essential for sustaining contributions and ensuring the long-term viability of WAQF assets. Due to good governance, WAQF is able to carry out many projects that bring significant benefits. For example, the Autism Center in Perlis. This shows that WAQF can help for SDG 10, which is reduce inequality. Next, legal reform is crucial for more effective WAQF management. The current legal framework, like the National Land Code, has limitations, especially in not recognizing WAQF property as different from regular land. This causes problems with ownership clarity, registrations delay, and property development. A national WAQF land code would create a clearer and more efficient legal system aligned with Maqasid Sharia and make it easier to manage WAQF assets. It would also allow for innovative financing tools like for Sukuk WAQF to fund large-scale projects and unlock the full potential of WAQF. Legal uniformity is also important because WAQF often involves assets across different states or even countries. Differences in WAQF laws can lead to confusions among youth, policymakers, and the public. In countries like Malaysia with a federal system, having consistent WAQF land is necessary for efficient management. Legal reforms can help promote justice for SDG 16, strengthen institutions, and boost economic growth for the SDG 8 by make the registration for WAQF law to be more effective. For example, the law can make a new rules to register the WAQF land, and people may can get certificate for the WAQF land that has been registered, so they will know that land is already being WAQF. Lastly, improving the performance of WAQF managers is a crucial element in ensuring the effectiveness of WAQF. Capacity development is an essential complement to governance and legal reform, as the expertise of WAQF managers, which is Nazir, is a determining factor in the success of the institution. Professional training programs that emphasize Islamic jurisprudence and modern asset management practice can empower the Nazir to shift WAQF assets from consumptive use to income generating use. For example, WAQF plan, which is mostly used for mosque operators, can be transformed for equip the income generating activities such as affordable housing projects, agricultural ventures, and commercial development. Additionally, the potential of cash WAQF is demonstrated by its under-utilization in some WAQF areas, highlight the importance of professional management to maximize the contribution to poverty reduction, education, and healthcare. Also, WAQF can give some people money to start a business, and for the Nazir, they can make any activity, organize any program that can improve the self-improvement for the people. Legal reforms, including creating a uniform legal framework and improving WAQF and land registration systems, are necessary to resolve ownership issues and support innovative financing methods like Sukuk. These reforms enable WAQF to play a significant role in socio-economic development, aligning with social development goals such as inequality, education, reducing inequalities, and promoting decent work and economic growth. Additionally, the integration of advanced technologies and community engagement will modernize WAQF management, ensuring inclusivity and sustainability. Digital solutions like blockchain and fintech can improve transparency, while educational campaigns raise awareness of WAQF potential. By addressing this challenge, WAQF institution can evolve from underused assets to impactful agents of change, contributing to poverty education, better healthcare, and environmental sustainability for SDG 13. Even we know we have an issue, we have an impact in WAQF, naturally issues that have been made, but also we have a strategic solution. We have a solution to make the WAQF can progressively good for achieving the sustainable development soon. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
So guys, after watching the video, what do you guys have learned? Especially about the WAQF related to the sustainable development goals.
Well, after I watched the video, I believe that WAQF had something make it delay on sustainable development goals, and it's had its own several issues on that.
Even though I know WAQF has some issues, but I believe a good strategic solution can improve the WAQF effectiveness. By this solution, WAQF can help to achieve the objective of sustainable development goals.
Okay.
So let's go there.